Second round is front end tech. They will ask you about how performance work, how what is a like questions like what is A/B testing and all.
Yeah.
So such kind of thing. Which will need in
After you go inside. Yeah.
yeah, actual job. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. A third interview was system design.
Exactly. Got it. Yeah.
So I just wanted to tell you like it's there no need to be stressed out because it is just the starting of your career. There are
Yeah.
so many years waiting for
Yes.
you, and just
Yes.
go ahead and work 1 1 and 2 years in like in normal company which you are not dreamed of,
Yeah.
and then prepare yourself and get more experience and then apply to the bigger company, your dream company, and then you would definitely
Hello
crack.
all, welcome back to Uncommon Geeks. Myself Vasant. I hope you all doing well. In case if you're seeing me first time on the internet, I'm a content creator. I help people to clear their interview. I made a lot of beautiful series in the past which has been appreciated by many. Link to those series will be somewhere on the screen, also in the description section. Please watch the videos if you're seriously preparing for the interviews. Now, topic of the video, most requested, super important video where I'll be interviewing a person from a premium company that is Amazon. His name is Sandeep Sharma. A lot of people have commented in my YouTube channel and asked me in LinkedIn, etc. Like, Vasant, why can't you interview some people who are working for the premium companies to do know their viewpoint on front end and back end? What was their interpretation strategy? How much data section algorithm to prepare? So I've been very oftenly asked all these questions. So finally, I got an opportunity to interview Sandeep. I thank Sandeep for accepting the offer and coming on my channel. So please watch the video till the end to know the whatever the viewpoint of Sandeep. Somewhere in the middle of the video, we'll be also discussing how was the interview preparation strategy for the Amazon and probably the round details of Amazon as well. Okay. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon because it's not just Sandeep's video. There are a lot more videos which are coming where I'll be interviewing a lot of engineers from the premium companies. You will get a lot of insights about how to clear the premium companies. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Hello all. Like you all know, I've already introduced Sandeep in my own words. So welcome Sandeep to Uncommon Geeks and thank you so much for joining this session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
Sandeep.
too. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, Sandeep. So, Sandeep, like I mentioned in the intro, I've already given basic introduction of you, whatever I have seen on the LinkedIn and whatever I've spoken to you. But it is good if you introduce now. You introduce yourself so that the audience know you better. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, so like I'm Sandeep, currently working as a front-end developer in Amazon,
Yeah.
and before that I was in Tachyon, uh, and before Tachyon I was in a startup called FlashTech,
Yeah.
basically. So it's been around 2 years working as a front-end developer in the industry.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Good. Would you like to touch base a little bit, Sandeep, about your educational background, where you studied, and which place you are from, so that my audience may get connected more?
Yeah, so okay, so my I've done my BTech in computer science from NIT Uttarakhand, and uh, I'm natively from Agra. So
Good. Good.
yeah,
So your house is quite near to Taj Mahal or what?
no, not near Taj Mahal, but yeah, it's there,
Okay,
like around 20 kilometers.
okay, sure. Okay, fine, Sandeep. Then let us get started with the main content of the video. First question that I want to ask. Basically, as you have around 2 years of experience, and a lot of my audience are like freshers or just started their career, they all have this question like, considering the career point of view. As you know, job and career are two different things. Job is something that can give you income, but career is something that is on a longer term, correct? So many have a question whether to go for the front end or the back end or the full stack. Lot of people have this kind of an opinion considering the career point of view. Since you are just starting your career 1.5 to 2 years, so what is your take, Sandeep? What you think is right?
Okay, so generally, like students are very confused
Correct.
like whether to choose front end.
Yes.
They are not confused for back end, but they are
Yeah.
confused for front end.
Yes.
So if you feel like front end is promising, then
Yeah.
go for the front end development.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can choose backend or full stack.
Got it.
So I am totally biased because
Yeah.
for front end. But if you feel like front end development is promising, then only you can go with front end development.
Yeah.
And there are lots of opportunities available right now, and I'm sure that will available in future also.
Correct.
So lots of opportunity. You can open any company's job portal. There
Yeah.
you can find front-end development developer role
Correct.
available.
Yes.
So it's promising, and new technologies are coming,
Correct.
new frameworks, new uh, new way of develop front end. So
Yeah.
there are multiple opportunities.
Correct.
Uh, I can say. So yeah, it is promising, and if you feel good about it,
Yeah.
so it's not the most algorithmic
Correct.
development, I would
Exactly.
say. But
Yes.
if you feel good about it, it is like a 90-20 thing.
Correct.
So 20, if 20 is backend, then 19 is front end. In the algorithmic part of
Correct.
if I can say like algorithmic development is backend,
Yeah.
then front end is also, but not in that extent. Okay.
Correct.
So
Correct.
if you feel good about it, good about front end development, then go for it.
Got it.
It's nothing bad
Got it.
for
Yeah.
for your career. Like
Exactly.
as much money you would earn in back end development, as
Yeah.
much money you would earn in front end development.
Got it. Got it. Sure, Sandeep. Yeah. Basically, I have posted the same thing Twitter yesterday, where as per lead code, more than 90% of front-end developers will never use graphs, binary search tree, linked list. Most of the throughout their company projects, mostly people just deal
Yeah,
with arrays and strings and modification. Not that I mean they don't want to use, but mostly the front end is designed such a way, like you suggested, not so data section algorithm intensive. Technically, also they should not be so much intensive because rendering should happen very fast. Complicated logic has to be offshore to the backend. Correct? Yes, yes. Sure. So now, since you said like front end is a good career, like whatever, I'll just summarize the points. One is two things here. One is from the finance point of view, like the amount of salary that you can get. Second one is from the job point of view, like considering a career, are you going to get the jobs frequently? So with your experience, you just say, yeah, it is good. We can get the good salary as well. And since there are a
yeah,
lot of framework that are upcoming, and JavaScript has become number one language in terms of usage. So in a longer career perspective, if you say, it is good to stick to front end if you have an inclination. Like, there is no force as such, but if you are in the jumble whether front end is a good career option or not for somebody, but definitely they can pick it. Correct? Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one more
Please.
thing, there's there so much engineers, so much good engineers in backend, but
Yeah.
in front end, there are very few good
Correct.
engineers in
Correct.
market.
Correct.
So if you are good in front end, then you go through it.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Because like you said, most know kind of why, most know kind of how, but don't know why. What I have seen with
Hmm.
experience of taking a lot of interview, people build good UI, maybe by getting code from somewhere, template from somewhere. But whenever you dig deeper, like you mentioned, how this will work or what is the main programming constraint that is making it to work, people will not be clear. Correct. But whenever
Yeah,
they're applying for very premium companies, they expect that. Like every render is a costly for them. Like we have to make sure anything that is rendering is happening in the optimal way. Correct. Yes. So yeah, good that now you said Sandeep, like front end and the back end. Next, people ask is the most common question is on the frameworks. There are a lot of frameworks
yeah,
now on the front end, and whether starting with just the vanilla JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Angular, React, Vue, and there are many. So what is your
yeah,
take? So whether candidate is good to stick on a one tech as such, or is it good to explore the opportunities on multiple frameworks? What is your take,
yeah.
Sandeep?
So so if you are going with front end, then you should know JavaScript,
Correct.
uh, JavaScript ins and out, all of it.
Yeah.
You should know at least
Correct.
JavaScript,
Yeah.
and you should know at least one framework,
Correct.
whether it is Angular, Vue, React.
Yeah. Yeah.
So React is currently
Correct.
more famous, then you can learn React. And
Yeah,
learning React is easier than
exactly.
other frameworks.
Correct.
So you can learn React, and
Yeah,
you can learn JavaScript.
got it. So your recommendation is first candidate should be, or whoever is preparing for front end, good to have a strong hold on JavaScript. Then any one
Yeah,
framework, maybe considering current job point of view, it is good to know React. Correct?
yeah,
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 got it. Sure. So next is the one of the important question. Wait, all the audience will be waiting for your recent switch to Amazon. And definitely the
yeah,
recent switch to Amazon, you might have not just preferred for Amazon. Lot of premium companies you might be targeting. Can you just walk us through the
yeah.
preparation strategy, Sandeep? Like how was your preparation strategy? What all you prepared? Like that. Maybe from the start you can tell. Like from the very mindset that you start, you wanted to change. What all was your strategy to prepare for the interview? Yeah.
Yeah. So as I told, like if you feel front end is promising, then go for
Yeah.
some front end. But in my case, I was not biased for front end. I was preparing for whole kind of all kind of interviews, like back end, front end, full
Yeah.
stack.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was doing lead code and preparing for my front end technologies. Uh, so JavaScript, React, and improving my concepts of front end, and then doing lead code. So lead code was covering whole whole profiles like software engineers and back end development and full stack. Lead code was covering that.
Mm.
But for front end development, you should know JavaScript, you should know React, you should know system design. If you are 2 years of experience in front end development, then
Yeah.
you should know like system design for
Correct.
front end. So
Correct.
so that is the different thing other than back end.
Yeah.
The system design for front end is different thing.
Correct.
So I was preparing for system design also.
Yeah.
Uh, so JavaScript, React, system design, and
Got it.
other concepts to uh, improve latency, to improve rendering time,
Yeah.
all kind of stuff.
Sure. So yeah. Thank you. So, as you said, DSA you stick to the lead code and practice data set algorithm. For system design, can you tell me which resources you are referring, Sandeep?
Yeah. So uh, for system design, I was I was looking like there a blog uh, where Google posted
Got
about
it.
their Google Drive architecture.
Got it.
So I read that, and then it's actually I wrote a list of topics that I
Got it.
wanted to cover, and then I search it on Google.
Got it. Got it. Prepared
So,
accordingly. Correct. Yeah.
yeah,
For
yeah, yeah,
example, now you wanted to design, let's say, lead code, or you wanted to design Google Drive. You listed all the popular topics and you started searching what are the different techniques that are involved in the system design, and you started learning them. Correct? Because the main
yeah,
very reason I asked this question is recently I made one video, system design of YouTube. For audience, I'll be
yeah,
putting the link on the screen and the description. And why I'm saying is I got very little material online about the front end system design, like from the end to end, right? There is very little material. Basically I'm making a particular playlist for that where I'm recording Google Docs tomorrow, and I've also planned to do sites like stock market site like Zerodha, so where very limited information is there. But like you said, the right way at least now to check is just get the elements and search on the Google and get it. Correct, go with it. Yeah.
yeah,
So lead code for the DSA and the system design, like you said, there's no right material as such, just a trial and error and you're getting the material. Third thing is the fundamentals of JavaScript and probably React, those things. So was there any one particular site or one particular channel that you referred, or is it like just a combination? You got the topics and you randomly searched and got the information.
Okay. So there is a website called Front End Interviews.
Okay,
Let me search
sure.
frontendinterviews.com kind of.
Okay, sure, sure.
I'll tell you, you'll
Maybe later you can
attach
share
in.
it with me. I'll put in the description. Yeah. So that site you are referring, correct?
Yeah, so that is totally for system design,
Yeah.
but that website is not covering the complete list of topics.
Yeah.
Then for those topics, you can search it on Google, and
Got it. Got it.
so there are multiple topics. If I say scalability and
Yeah.
accessibility.
Yeah.
So accessible, like important for front end engineers,
Correct.
and like the consistency. There are multiple things
Yeah.
you can. Yeah.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. So just to summarize the interview preparation, stick to lead code for the data structure and algorithm. And for the front end, you said preferred one website. And whatever you think is not in that, then just search on the Google with the help of the topics. Correct, Sandeep?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
read more about it. Sure. So next question, this is $1 million question, and there are a lot of people who keep asking me this question. I made one video also. I'll put that on the screen in the description. But I just interested to know your opinion. Like how much DSA is more DSA for whenever you're applying, especially for the premium companies? Because as you know, there are different levels: array, strings, linked list, trees, graphs, and all of that. Correct. So what do you think is the amount that we need to prepare, or should we need to prepare all the data structures? What is your recommendation, Sandeep?
Okay. So for generally you should be comfortable with easy level lead code questions.
Got it.
Okay. And according to companies you can step up, like you can practice medium or hard.
Yeah.
So there are companies which ask hard questions like Google,
Yeah.
uh, Amazon,
Yeah.
Microsoft,
Yeah.
and now Infosys also
Yeah.
is asking
Yeah.
hard level questions in lead code. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can level up according to the taste, but generally you should comfortable with easy level questions,
Yeah.
because content you are not expected to code a graph question or DP question in the
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
It could be simply an array question, or uh, on hardly an array DP based question.
Got it. Got
So,
it.
so it's the scene. Yeah.
Sure, sure, Sandeep. So considering your preparation for Amazon and that level, whenever you're preparing, you kind of limited yourself to strings, arrays, and linked list with different variations, easy, medium, and hard question, or you also prepared for BST, link, graphs, and all.
Yeah. So as I told you, like I was not limiting myself to any
Got
front
it.
end. I was practicing medium and hard level questions also. But
Got-
for front end, if I would have to say, like you can go with easy level questions and put more focus on the front end part of.
Got it, Sandeep. So next question that people ask is like, let's say you're preparing for the front-end interview for data signal algorithm. As you know, LeetCode or any other programming sites are not so much filled with JavaScript. There is still the dominance of Java, Python, where you would easily find a solution.
Yeah.
Whereas JavaScript is quite difficult to find a solution. You get a solution from other language and kind of modify it, and you will make it work for JavaScript. So what is your recommendation? Should candidate better to learn some other language or stick to JavaScript?
Yeah, you can stick to JavaScript, and you can like you can do basically anything in JavaScript. You can do TS algo
Correct.
practice. You can do anything. So you don't have to stick with JavaScript. But as I know, for the students, for the college, for the students who are from the colleges, who are doing BTechs and all,
Yeah.
they first learn C++.
Yeah.
Okay, so they know C++. They are very well versed in C++.
Yeah.
So they generally do DSL algo things and lead code thing in C++. So
Correct.
so if you want to like enhance your JavaScript fluency, then you can pick JavaScript for DS and Algo. Otherwise, you can go with C++.
Got it. If they already have a stronghold on any language like C++ or Java, not necessarily they need to
Yeah,
switch, but they, let's say they are the only language that they know, or like you said, if they want to increase their efficiency in that particular language, then obviously they can
yeah,
stick to the JavaScript also. Correct? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah. And next thing, Sandeep, basically is I obviously know, since you are already working for Amazon, I don't ask any question that are asked in the interview that might be come under NDA, but I'm quite interested to
Mm.
know like how was the rounds, how many rounds were there, like, and the way you approached Amazon, like did they call you or you called them? Can you just walk us through the interview process? Sorry to disturb you in middle. I believe you are enjoying the content, whatever is been shared by Sandeep and myself. And Sandeep will be sharing a lot more interesting aspects about Amazon and his career in the upcoming part. But in case if you not like the video, please like the video and comment whatever you're feeling so far. Okay. The reason for that is to take somebody like Sandeep on the video is not that easy. Like there's a lot of time and effort goes. So you can appreciate me just by liking and commenting video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon and they share the videos with their friends. So with more likes and share and comments, obviously the video becomes popular and I'll be near to my aim of helping candidate to clear their interview very soon. So please do it before continue watching further. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I found a vacancy in Amazon.
Yeah.
Then I
In LinkedIn
so
or Naukri, where you found the opening? Which website?
it is on the Amazon portal,
Okay, official
Amazon
portal.
Jobs portal.
Got it. Sure, sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it was for SD2
Got it.
for more than 3+ years experience, but I didn't have like I didn't have
Exactly.
three or more of
Yeah.
experience, but I but I applied. I just tried, and then uh, I approached my senior from college. Then I gave him my resume, and then they referred me.
Got it.
So interview called, HR called basically, and they told me like it is very difficult
Yeah.
it is very difficult, like you would not get HD2 position, uh,
Got it.
which I didn't, but you if your performance is good, then we think about it.
Got it.
Otherwise, we can go with SD1.
Yeah.
So they are in front end, the FE1, FE2.
Got it.
Yeah. So the whole interview process is for the FE2.
Yeah.
So the first first round is basically for DS and Algo,
Yeah.
and second round is for
So
front end
first
tech.
round DS Algo is like on some sites like HackerRank, HackerEarth, or like face to face, where they'll give you a question and
Yeah,
ask. Yeah.
it is face to face.
Okay. So is it like you write a code in lead code kind of a site, or Word or Google Doc kind of where you will write the code?
Yeah, it is kind of Google Doc, and
Got
you are not expected to run the code and
got it.
run the test cases.
Similar to how
Like
Google Microsoft does, correct? Where you just write and you yourself need to act like a compiler and explain the entire code that you have written. Got it.
yeah.
Sure, sure. Yeah, please next round. Yeah.
Yeah, so first round is DS and Algo, and question is not
Got
medium or not. I would say question is medium, not hard. Okay,
got it. Sure.
only good level.
Yeah.
So and second round is front end tech. In this round, uh, they will ask you about how performance work, how what is a like questions like what is A/B testing and all.
Yeah.
So such kind of thing. So
Got it.
which will needed in which will need in
After you go inside. Yeah.
yeah, actual job. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, a third interview was
Got it.
system design interview, and fourth I forgot the name of the fourth round, but
Yeah.
fourth round is basically to test how well was you in OOPS,
Got it.
basically object oriented programming. So yeah, so fourth round is for that, and fifth round is bar raiser.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah,
And are there any hiring manager round as such, or only these rounds? Hiring
yeah,
manager. Yeah.
I think bar raiser is no, bar raiser is not hiring manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no hiring manager round.
Okay. So as you know, companies like Google have a thing called team fitment. After the hiring process over, people go to different teams and they see mutual fitment like between manager and the employee. If they're good, means they'll go into that team. Both are good. Amazon has anything like that, or after you clear, they will allot a team for you.
Uh, I don't know if Amazon is having that kind of
Got it.
scenario, but for me, it didn't happen.
Got it.
So
Sure.
it directly assigned me to a team.
Got it. Sure, Sandeep. And yeah. Thanks for explaining the criteria. It will be helpful for a lot of candidates out there. Now, next main thing is like I always have wow factor for people who work for the Mang company. Right, everyone want to aspire to work for the Mang, and you already work in one of the Mang company. How you feel, Sandeep? I think the 4 to 5 months now. Right now you are working, and whatever the work you have got and the culture, how you feeling about Amazon?
Yeah, like I'm feeling like it's a nice feeling
Yeah,
actually.
definitely.
So
Yes.
I'm currently working on a on Prime Video app.
Yeah.
So my friends are also using Prime Video. Then I
Exactly.
I'm cracking jokes like
Yeah.
I made that. So it is very
Exactly.
very interesting to
True.
work on thing like that is used by your friends and your people
Exactly.
around it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, it is very interesting.
Got it. Sure, sure. I always say that whenever people say, right, like you work for the, whenever people say stereotype people, software engineers work for salary or work for all the goodies they get. But most engineers, whoever has really have a passion towards engineering, all they like is like to build some product that impacts a lot of people. Beyond money, everything that we get, if we are able to impact few people who are, like you said, if they're around us, it's very good. Like so that we can see something, whatever we have written has been utilized. Correct. Rather we write certain
Yeah.
code and the people never notice, though we paid high, even though we paid little less, and we are able to impact a lot of people, that gives a happiness. Correct. Yes. So, since you worked in the Techion before and a startup previous to that, and now finally you got a chance to work in the Mang company, one of the most premium companies in the world. Do you see any cultural difference as such, Sanjit, which you had not seen in the previous orgs, but you are seeing that in the Amazon?
Uh, Cultural difference.
Cultural or anything that is
So in,
non-coding related, I'm asking, that you see a significant, maybe people like that.
yeah. So uh, actually, I never went to the offices of
Yeah.
Tachyon.
Okay.
I went at offices on that startup,
Yeah.
but so I can't like compare
Got it.
the culture difference of Tachyon with Amazon because
Yeah.
I never went to
Got it.
Tachyon.
Sure.
So, but overall, it is a very good culture
Yeah.
in Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Got it.
is good. It is yeah, it is
Basically, you
not
recommend
that.
somebody. Somebody asks, "Shall I join Amazon or not?" You will definitely recommend joining Amazon. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got it. Got it. So we have come to almost at the end, Sandeep. Let me ask you one last question where a lot of people are very much interested to know. That is like, as you
Yeah.
already mentioned, you are from NIT Uttarakhand. Like, definitely you would have worked hard in 11th and 12th to get in there. And thus, the way towards the premium company is little easy. Like, for example, two
Mm.
people apply to Amazon, one with NIT and one with Tier 2, Tier 3 college. There's a higher chance that you get shortlisted and you deserve it. So my question is, there is
Mm.
lot of people who are my audience, who are either working in a service company, they're not from the tier one college, and they also aspire to work for the premium companies. Like, what is your suggestion, Sandeep, for them? Like, what should they do, or what should be their strategies?
Okay, so one thing, like as I experienced, so there are no colleges other than IITs are
Yeah.
premium. My college was premium,
Yeah.
so there are very few good companies came. Like
Yeah.
so, for example, Samsung
Yeah.
and Siemens. So
Yeah.
those two companies were good, and all other companies are not
Got it.
not
Great.
even in the list of many people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so apart from them, all the companies are below average, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
So but you can work on your skills. You can apply and you can crack the job out of the campus.
Yeah.
So it is like and if I uh, in college if companies are coming to your college, then your pointer is your pointers should be good. And if you are going outside your campus for a job,
Yeah.
then your coding, your skills are the only thing
Got it.
you have to work on.
Got it. Got it. Somehow you should be like, what you suggest is, though you're from tier 2 or tier 3 college or from such kind of service companies, etc., it is all that the skills that you build. that will finally make you to get shortlisted or not. Correct? And
Yeah.
one more thing I want to ask Sandeep is, what happens is whenever people apply with whatever the service company and other things I mentioned, they don't get a call so easily. So what is your take on referral versus applying on portal? Which one do you recommend more?
Uh, Referral, I would say. So referral is more impactful
Yeah,
other than applying on a portal. So
got
referral
it.
is good,
Yeah,
and yeah. So initially, many people face rejections and all.
exactly. Yeah,
So I just wanted to tell you, like, it's there's no need to be stressed out because it is just the starting of your career. There are
yeah,
so many years waiting for
yes,
you, and just
yes,
go ahead and work 1 and 2 years in, like, in normal company which you are not dreamed of,
yeah.
and then prepare yourself and get more experience and then apply to the bigger company, your dream company, and then you would definitely crack it.
Got it. Sure, sure. Good that you said that. And many people, I have also seen explained this in one of my video. As soon as their peers get into big company and they are not able to go, this doesn't happen after 5, 6 years of experience, but in the beginning of the career, like where
Yeah,
same person whom you hanged out for years, like you went for outing with him, you daily sat with him in the same bench, but he got a chance to work for Amazon and Google. But other who is sitting in same and they are not able to get into there, they feel lot of envious, like why we are not getting that. Any suggestions, Sandeep, for them? What do you think? Because just your past or 2 years, many of your juniors will watch it. Yeah,
yeah. I would say only one thing. So generally, your dream companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon.
yeah,
So I'm not stating this like if this is true or not, but uh, in most cases they pay high to the new hires
correct.
uh, other than the promotions.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so, like if you compare the promotions, they pay
yeah,
high to the new hires.
got it.
So if you are joining late, then it
Yeah,
is kind of good for you.
got it,
You
got
will
it.
have more new friend. So
Exactly,
yeah.
got it. Sure.
So
Like,
so
yeah. Please,
yeah,
please.
yeah, go ahead.
That's basically you won't
So
miss
I
out just because you were not able to join in the beginning. Correct?
yeah,
Always you have a chance to get in if you practice and work hard, and the bounty could be more. Like the just because you
yeah,
waited, there's a chance you may get paid more. Correct? Than the one who's already
yeah.
inside. Yes, yes,
Yeah, just don't be sad and don't sit quietly and just chill out and
yeah,
think other positive things like I would get paid more
exactly.
if I uh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes. Sure, sure, Sandeep. Yeah, and anyhow, we have reached now close to the end of this session, Sandeep. It was a great interacting with you. The reason why I was very interested to interview you was, let's say if I interviewed 6 and 7 years people, they will have a lot different opinion because you have just entered the industry. They, like for me also, I have now 6 years of experience, and a lot of 7 and 8 year people, they'll have a bubble around them. Like we'll have certain stereotypes. Like this is how it works and other things. But whenever I interact with the just 1, 2 year experience, you will have a lot more newer thoughts, like the way you
mhm,
think or where you whatever you tell, right? It'll connect a lot to the people. Let's say I say like this is the DSA you want to prepare, etc. But somebody like you who already in Amazon and just started the career, if you say, people own more to whatever they're saying. So it was good interacting with you, Sandeep. So any closing words, Sandeep, that you would like to add?
yeah, like it's first time giving that kind of interview
Thank you.
for YouTube or for a
Yeah,
video, so it,
yeah,
it is very interesting for me.
yeah,
So apart from that, like work for your audience, I would like to say work on
yeah,
your skills, and there's nothing to be sad about,
yeah.
and you would get it one time.
Got it. Got it. So aspire something and work towards it. One day or the other, you'll get it. Don't just compare
Yeah,
yourself or don't be sad just because you are not in there. Correct?
yeah,
Everybody gets their own time. Correct?
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Sure, Sandeep. It was a nice session with you. Thank you so much for accepting my invite and coming on the video. Thank you so much, Sandeep.
Thank you, thank
Okay.
you.
What an interesting meeting or an interview that I had with Sandeep. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to Sandeep. With 1 to 2 year experience, he has a take on a lot of the aspects that I asked, and maybe a lot of freshers out there or whoever the juniors out there, junior developers out there watching, please follow the whatever the strategies that he specified in the video. I also learned a lot by talking to him in the video, and I was very much fascinated by the fact that he's working for Prime Video and the code that he has written is already there in the production. That is very impressive, because ultimately an engineer will be very happy, like I mentioned in the video. Like if your code is deployed and used by millions of people, what else you want? The money, the goodies, everything is at one level, but the happiness that somebody is using your code is that eternal, correct? So I thoroughly enjoyed watching the interviewing Sandeep. In case if you also like the video, please like the video on YouTube channel, add your comment. Like for example, if you want to get interviewed in my channel, let's say you work for a company and you also want to get interviewed, please mention that in the comment section, or send a message to me in LinkedIn in person privately. I can interview you as well. Or you want me to interview people from a particular company, please mention that also in the comment section. I'll definitely try to get some people from that company and interview them, so that you and a lot of other audience also get benefited. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in next video.